over 30 years, our first guest has been making us laugh. She's the self-proclaimed queen of mean. Now she's touring with her new show. It's called Lisa Lampanelli, Losing It. Please welcome back to our show my longtime friend, Lisa Lampanelli. Okay, shoe cam first.
Oh, shoe cam?
Yep, put both feet down.
Put both down.
Yeah, model. You can't see, but they're sparkly.
I don't like to brag, but these are last year's shoes gotten for half price.
Okay. I heard, because, you know, we send a car service.
Yeah.
We'll even put you up in a hotel here.
Sure.
When you're a guest on Wendy, we treat you fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you wanted to drive yourself?
Well, listen, I've become very low maintenance, Wendy. I hit 57 years old, and I said, look, I don't need all this fancy stuff. Lisa Lampanelli needs to be real. I drove myself with my little rescue dog Parker in the passenger seat, and I even parked my own car because your security did not offer to. So, Lisa, I'm just kidding. No, they were great.
So where's Parker?
Oh, he's in the dressing room.
Oh.
And what's so cute is, like, lately I've just gotten rid of so many stuff. You probably heard about my big change in my life.
Well,
Yeah, there's been a lot of them. I have retired from stand-up comedy.
I heard that. But
Yeah. Oh, no, it's for good reason. It's for good reason.
No. But listen, I love the paring down. We all reach a point in our lives. I'm kind of reaching that point now myself in a few different ways.
Yeah.
You know,
What I tried to do is kind of get rid of all the things that I had thought were going to fill me up as a human being, but didn't. You know, the bags, the shoes, just all the crazy stuff that you go, oh, that'll make me feel better about myself. And all that really helps fill that hole inside is service to other people. And that's why I retired, because I want to do that instead.
Thrift shop?
Oh, like, what's so funny is I got this dress for like $13, so I said to my friends, I'm either gonna look like really cute on Wednesday or like I'm homeless. So one way or the other.
Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
You're giving me a young girl.
Thank you.
Lisa.
Yes.
And by the way, nobody in our morning meeting quite understood your life coach venture.
Yeah, well,
except for me.
You get it.
I get it. Because once upon a time, there was a girl named Lisa.
Yeah. I lost 107 pounds 6 years ago, kept it off.
There you go.
Yep.
And you were married to Big Balls.
Yeah, I was married to a guy named Jimmy Big Balls. He also lost weight, too.
She introduced him to his now present wife.
Yep.
They all get along.
Like, I'm a total spiritual gangster. I really am.
I see.
And what happened was, basically, after a few years of really looking inward, the past few years, I decided, you know what, stand-up isn't really for me anymore. It's not making my heart happy. And I go,
Why?
it just didn't seem to really light me up anymore. And then I started doing these workshops about food and body image for men and women, because men have body image stuff just as much as women do.
Yeah, you and Big Balls both got the surgery together.
Yeah. And so I started giving workshops, which I do now, and I started doing a show about, you know, weight and food issues with other women. And it's so much more fulfilling than comedy, because it's still fun and funny, but I feel like I make people with these issues feel less alone in their life, because we feel like we're the only one with the one problem. And we aren't.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And you're the perfect person for this.
Oh, thank you.
No, you are.
Thank
you know, you are a woman who, and we've only fought once. Remember in Harlem, you used the N-word?
Sure. And this is the thing about Wendy Williams. What I love about her, she's gonna tell you what she thinks, and she don't give a F, which I love. And you know, when it comes to comedy, you were right. Because sometimes when you're an insult comic, which I used to be till a few weeks ago, I said, listen, I retired. I'm not doing no more shows like that anymore. I said, intention to me was everything.
Right.
If I had love in my heart, I would make fun of you. Then I thought, with the climate today, think about it. I do not want any transgender kid, any gay kid, any African-American person to feel like the jokes are real. So I said, you know what? It's all gone.
Yep.
I'm going to send a message of love in a funny way. And that's how it's going to be.
So it's more like an evening with Lisa.
Exactly. What it is basically a group of women and men telling their stories about food, weight loss, and things like that. And you're like, wow, I'm still crying, laughing, but I'm actually feeling happy, and the message across the board cannot be denied.
What are you going to tell me? You drove here in a Maybach?
No. I actually, okay, I still do have a Lexus, but I did sell everything else. And sometimes you just got to pare down. But I told your producer, because she got mouthy with me about my Lexus.
Okay.
I said, hey, the minute I drive that thing into the ground, which I do, back to Toyota, baby.
Okay.
Yes.
So after the show, you're driving back to Connecticut?
Well, no, what happened was I have to go to Baltimore for my show, which is the food and weight loss show.
You're driving 4 more hours?
How LL rolls, I'm real as F.
You and Parker.
Me and the dog. No, it's really funny. When you hit a certain age, you go, that's not what I'm made of. I was brought up very middle class with my folks.
I know.
I'm just like that,
I know.
Thank you for understanding me.
No, she's very well educated in the whole bit, very classy.
Oh.
But I would say, and I always say,
Yeah.
about 45, you start to dial back.
That's right.
By the time you hit 50, you're dialing all the way back.
Right.
Like
57,
I'm
pretty much.
54,
yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
I don't care.
Wendy, let me tell you something. I always said I love you because you have them wigs. And I'm gonna tell you, that's very good and low maintenance. I said, how come I make a wig work for me? Instead, I decided to shave it off, and even if everybody thinks I'm a lesbian, God bless, I don't care. Think what you want.
Well, are you single?
Oh my God, I am so single. I've been celibate for over 6.5 years.
Last time, Lisa.
Yeah. Well, it's by choice because here's the thing that happened.
Okay.
I dated from the time I was 12 to 50 without a break, serial monogamy. I really did. And I said to myself, Lisa,
Really?
this is something that is codependent. You have to dial it back. And I decided that family and friends love for now is enough. And when I am ready to find my spiritual equal, he will appear. That's what I think. I mean,
If it works for you.
hey, and the thing is, it's not like I need my pipes cleaned or nothing, because I'm gonna tell you off the bat, Wendy Williams, you know that when you hit menopause, maybe you ain't there yet, but
here.
dude, I am dry as a bone, nobody cares. I'm loving it.
Will you ever get married again?
I'm not the type to never say never, because who would have thought Lisa Lampanelli's going to turn into like a spiritual person who gives workshops and life coaching?
Yeah.
However, hey, you never know. If the right guy comes along, I might, at like 80 years old maybe, say to myself, open up, flower, let's use you again. Who
Lisa
knows?
Lampanelli, everybody. For more information on Lisa Lampanelli Losing It show, go to wendyshow.com.